Greetings and salutations, it's another one of Nerdsville, and this is another Pokemon themed video. It was just some time ago. Since I am unable to sleep, I'm awaiting the hour of the new Mad Max movie, Fury Road. But as I was doing that, I was watching several YouTube clips. One of them being the different colorations of Pokemon. It is astonishing to think that not just, with the Crystal Onyx or the white Snorlaxes or or some background Pokemon that looks too green or too blue, or not blue enough, or not this color enough, or not that color enough. I put it down to a diet. Yeah, a diet. As in the Orange Islands, some Pokemon are red, some Pokemon are pink, some Pokemon have splotchy colors. All that is to do with like a diet. And the presenter of this particular video, he was saying, that can't be right. It's not shiny. It's not this. It's not that. It's too. I don't know what they were thinking of. I actually think it's more with what that particular Pokemon is eating. As you know, in real life, the flamingo gets its color through eating small shrimp, which colorizes the plumage of a flamingo. Then you have different you got goldfish. Diet, you feed them a certain diet, they go gold, they go white, they go black, they go blue, they go fiery orange, Inferno style red, or even predominantly one color with different spots of another. It's just because of the diet and what they are eating. Even the same thing can be said for carp. I'm just using that as more of a real world connection here. But it's just it's what they eat. As I said, it's what they're eating. Like the pinkerberries in that from the Orange Island. It's just so, how would one put it? Wow, to see so much. But then, each Pokemon trainer isn't like Brock. Each Pokemon trainer isn't like, a Nurse Joy. Each Pokemon trainer isn't like a Tracy or he's one of the brothers in the first gym in the 5th generation. Greenhead dude. His name was up there. Now it's gone. But you know who I'm talking about. It's what they are eating. You can mix certain berries together and certain fruits and maybe some Pokemon universe type nuts. Various grasses and flowers that are not Pokemon. If some Pokemon like to eat bark, you can get some of that. And just the eating of it, especially if you're trying to enhance a characteristic. Like some combinations would help out with the muscular strength and constantly eating of that would make the plumage, skin tone, scales. You think of the uh, change in color scheme for the Pokemon, that will happen. Again, to use another real world thing, I'm a huge fan of the Beverly Hills Cop, and one of the characters who played, one of the fellas who played Rosewood, who's on this all orange, all natural vegetable juices diet. His skin tone went like an orange, went like a bit of an orangey hue around the face. And they had to use makeup to get all down, but it was pretty hard to hide the color, as it will. And as I said, who can deny that it can't happen? Who can say it cannot happen in Pokemon? And with him eating it, and also it could be various, also the type of water. Some chefs say that whatever is in the water goes into the product, and whatever goes into the product goes into the person. And that is also another thing I believe in too, with the whole Balloon in the background being being blue instead of its normal greeny color, that sort of color. And the little Meryl in the fella's arms, not being blue enough, it could be because of how the water's been being prepared. Even the stewing of even the blending of the nuts, berries, roots, water, blending it together, making it like a Pokemon Chow type thing. In each incremental part is a recipe, and in that sort of recipe, the outer appearance would change color. Well, I'm not saying with the white Snorlax or the Crystal Onyx. Those two are very different things, but this whole coloration thing of this one particular scene, even with the Uber Green Weedle, Uber, it doesn't take away that it is that particular Pokemon, and it's supposed to be, it has that sort of characteristics. And let's go on with the particulars of the Pokemon universe. Even how something is prepared, like you could prepare a Pokeblock or a Pokepuffin or Juice or anything of that nature. If you follow a recipe down to the T, you think you wouldn't have any problems. But yet you are incorrect. It's also the temperature of the particular time. Over here in Australia, we're heading towards winter, a cooler time of year. That could also have the outcome of particular items like the Pokeblock, or a Pokemon Juice, like the lower temperature, the skin color, like the feathers, grass, skin, scales, whatever extremity color it is, it changes. In America and northern parts of the world, going to be more of the hotter stage, more of the warmer climates, and even with that, a warmer Pokeblock, it could be 5 petra berries mixed with 3 pinken berries with 1 tomato berry. It could different variations, you know. I'm here in Australia, and as like over here in some world maps, it could be America. Over in America, it's being a bit warmer, especially in Florida here, and Texas about here. Those are pretty warm areas, and that sort of combination would be chemically different than what I have over here in in Australia. Over here in Australia, and since I live in a area which is on top of I live east of a mountain range, but inland west of a ocean, but slightly west, minuscule west of a water source with a beautiful constant breeze from the west. Sometimes it comes from the east or the south or the north, but most of the time it comes from the west, and it blows eastward. And just that sort of, even as I say, with like over here in America, it could have like New Yorky, like definitely like New York, New England area. You could have like a bit of like in a valley type thing, and you can have like the wind constantly in a circular fashion being, you know, chilling it up a bit. It could be different, as you know, and that sort of differentiality between different regions. And that could be said with Pokemon. The same thing. The Hoenn region could be vastly different to the region of Kanto, or the Sinnoh, or the, let me see, and Unova, and also this Kalos and also the new Kalos region. Each region are different. So in the Orange Islands, they're different. You get the snowy areas, you got the more deserty areas, you got the hot and the cold, you got damp areas, you got the dry areas, you got the city areas where it could be hot and be on the dusty side, hot and humid side. You got the ocean side. And so all these things can bring different outcomes from the same recipe. It could, as I said, it could be one pinker berry, one tomato berry, and let me just quickly go down here. Here. Cookie. And it's just, as I said, it's just how you blend them, which could be different, can produce these things. You got cherry berry, and let me just rephrase a recipe here. Yes. You got the orange berry. You have 2 orange berries, 1 citrus berry, 1 mango berry, and whatever region, it could be moist, it could be dry. And if you have to add a bit of water, or you have to add this, or you have to add something else, it all affects out the outcome, and that's what I mean with this. Is what I mean with the skin type. The skin tone. With the skin color scheme, you don't have to be 100% Pikachu must be yellow. Charizard must be red. Snivy must be green, or Froakie must be blue. Those are just the basic types that have been categorized, and even the different shinies, like, you know, a bit of blacker or red, you know, more oranger or yellower or bluer or whiter, in color schemes. But those are shiny versus originals. But then there's another versus too, being that of the diet. And that's actually, and as I may mention with eating those things, you got those sort of characteristics going. And I can't see any reason for a blue Bellum, a pink Pikachu, a purple Rapidash, or Ponytail turning into a Rapidash, a black Vanillish, a white Murkrow. You can't. Just for the diet, you cannot be strict on what color each Pokemon can have. As I said, you know, the Orange Islands are a perfect example of it, and it is in the canon. So, and that I am saying peace and catch you later.